morning, everybody. Good morning out there in the internet world, land, wherever we are. We're gonna, good morning, it's Saturday, and we're gonna have a nice little stretchy foam roller yoga class. I have had people comment that when they try to tap into the live, they're not able to, so go to my website, sign up, and you can take class on Zoom. You'll get the email the morning of or the night before, and you can just click right in there and it'll go directly to Zoom, and then you'll be live there. So today's class is going to be 60 minutes with the foam roller, and I also brought some little yoga tune-up balls, or if you have a tennis ball, bring that. So we're going to start off first by rolling out our feet, and then we'll start with the foam roller. So let's begin with the right foot. And I just am going to take the ball and roll it in the arch of my foot, the center part of my foot, and just kind of go from a little bit of, you can roll all the way to the heel and then back to the toes. Rolling kind of back and forth, finding a little bit of fascia in there, and you could use your foam roller also as a balancing, so that you have that left leg nice and planted into the mat, and then the right is just rolling on the bottom of that foot. Take that ball over to the outside of that right foot, kind of the edge of the right foot. Notice if there's any stuff in there that kind of hurts a little bit, and then roll that several times back and forth, and then take it over into the arch, into the inside of that foot, and roll that back and forth. You can go nice and slow, or you can go faster, whatever feels good to you. Take your time. Add a little bit of pressure into that too, where you kind of sink, maybe bend that left knee a little bit and sort of sink that foot into the ball. And last couple rolls, big circles. And then I'm just going to come to the heel. So the ball is on the heel, and I want you to just step up onto that ball, onto the heel, and think of just really trying to have your hips even with each other, and that maybe your left foot is, the toes are up a little bit. You're just pressing in, and then take the ankle and turn it to the left and right a little bit on top of that ball. A little bit back and forth. Maybe you feel something or not. And then don't forget to breathe while you're in there. And then we're going to take that ball to the top of the foot, where you're on the knuckle of the big toe, and then you're on the next knuckle of the next toe. You're pressing your foot so that you can see the white of the bone, the knuckle part of your, and now I'm all the way over to that baby toe. I'm trying to stimulate and get some activity, some nerve endings. And now I'm going back from the baby toe to the next toe, to that third toe. Spread the toes apart also. See if you can spread the toes apart while you're pressing down. And now pause a minute, maybe in the center, spread the toes apart, and then grip the ball with your toes. Grip the ball with your toes, and then release, spread the toes apart, and then again, grip the ball with the toes, bending into the knee a little bit on that right side. Last set, spread the toes and grip. Beautiful. And then one last little rollout of the ball in the arch to the toes, maybe to the heel, and then come off of that ball and put that foot down onto the mat. Close your eyes a moment and just feel the connection of the right foot versus the left foot. See if you can pick those toes up and spread them apart and put them onto the mat and just feel how each toe is now a little bit more alive, and you can feel it on the mat. I can feel my heel on the mat more than my left foot. And now open up the eyes, and we're going to do that same thing on the left side. So take that ball and roll it back and forth underneath the arch of the foot. My theme for October has been consistency, showing up, being on my mat 3 days a week, 9 a.m. classes. And so far it's working. Some days I don't want to, but it's helping me to be more consistent, more in my body, more attuned to what is going on. Rolling that ball in the center, and now I'm going to go over to the outside edge of the left foot. Roll that back and forth. Nice and easy, gentle or hard. Your choice, your yogi's choice. And then bring that into the inside arch and roll that back and forth. You can take your time and kind of press into where you think you need a little bit more opening. What we're doing is we're stimulating the fascia in the bottom of the foot. The bottom of the foot has the most fascia all of the body. It's a lot, goes all the way up to the back, where you sometimes can get that plantar fascia tight. All right, I'm going to go towards the back of my heel, and I'm just going to step up onto that ball. And notice if there's a difference from the left side to the right side. And I'm just gonna now take that ankle and sort of twist it to the left and right. The foot is connected to the mat, but your heel is on that ball, and you're just sort of rotating left and right with that heel. Trying to also get some mobility in the feet. And then we're going to roll that back to where you're going to be on the knuckles, on the pad of the foot. I'm pressing in to that big toe, then the second toe, third toe, fourth and fifth. Just pressing in, bending the knee. Do that a couple times. Go from the big toe to the second, to the third, to the fourth, all the way to that little pinky. Take your mind into that side of that pinky toe. Seems to be not as stimulated as my right. Now I'm going to go back to center, spread the toes apart and squeeze the ball. And release, spread the toes apart and squeeze that ball. Third set, spread those toes and squeeze the ball. Beautiful. And then release, and then nice little roll out, last roll out on this left foot. Nice. And then you're just gonna push the ball away off your mat and stand there for a moment. We'll stand in mountain pose, which are feet are hip width apart, arms down alongside. And the fingertips are nice and wide and pointing down to the mat. And close your eyes a moment. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last breath, inhale. And exhale. Gently open up the eyes. Beautiful. Whenever we're in mountain pose, we're just thinking about stacking from the bottom of the feet to that ankle bone, to the knee, to the hips, to the whole spinal cord, the shoulders, and then the head. And then We're just thinking of being nice and tall like a tree. Okay, let's grab our foam roller. And we're just gonna have it right in front of us with our palms on either end of the foam roller. And the foam roller will be right in front of our hips. All right, we're just going to be in that nice little strong mountain pose. Draw the hands right up in front with the foam roller. We're gonna do a little figure 8 where we're gonna drop the right hand down and bring it back behind you, and then right arm goes up and you draw it all the way over to the left side. So it's just this nice little figure 8 that we just kind of like let it roll and let those hands guide you as you just open up the shoulders and really bend the knees as you're making this beautiful little figure 8. Breathing into it, opening up. You can go as big as you want or as small as you want, doesn't matter. And just really breathing into it, finding the opening. Hands are slightly pressing into that foam roller. Oh, nice. And then slowly come back to the front of your body with the foam roller. Next little arm opening is we'll raise the foam roller up to the front, and let's gently twist to the right side. See if you can keep your hips facing forward. Press the left hand to the back hand, and now draw back to center. And then inhale. Exhale to center. Inhale to the right. Exhale to center. Over to the left. And back to center. To the right. And to center. To the left. And to center. We just have 2 more each side. Right side. Back to center. Left side. Back to center. Right side. Back to center. Left side. And back to center. And foam roller comes down in front. Beautiful. Now we're just going to raise the foam roller up above our head, look up, and then come back down. We're going to do 6 of these. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Press the foam roller as you come down. Inhale up. And press. 2 more. Inhale up. And press to come down. Inhale up. And press to come down. Beautiful. Just take that foam roller and place it right at towards the front of your mat. We're going to do a nice little flat back, stretching our lower back out. So I'm just going to be, I'll have my hands right on top of the foam roller. You'll be a couple inches away from that foam roller with your hands. And again, you're in that mountain pose and you're trying to be nice and tall in your mountain pose. And now you're just going to step back with right foot, left foot, and just find where you just kind of sink the head in between the hands. My knees are bent. My knees are bent. And now I'm just going to reach, my upper back is going to go towards the ceiling. Tucking my belly in, slowly my knees start to straighten out. Slowly they start to straighten out. If they don't straighten out, that's okay. Just breathe into this. Breathe into it. Your head is between your arms. Your arms are nice and long. And now slowly, I want you to come on up with your head, your chest, your upper back, and now your foam roller kind of comes towards you at an angle, and then step forward to standing. Be nice and tall. And we'll do that again. So we'll inhale. Exhale, step back with the left foot and then the right foot. And now draw the head between the hands. I already feel a little more length in my arms, my lower back. And now I'm just going to try to push that lower back up to the ceiling as I draw my knees to straighten them. Breathing into that, breathing into it. Arms are nice and long, pressing into that foam roller. Breathing in, reaching that back towards the ceiling. And now reach it a little more. As you start to raise the head, you're curling up, the foam roller comes towards you. And you're almost in standing, and then you walk the right foot, left foot towards that foam roller. Standing up tall, take the hands away from the foam roller a second. We'll do one more set of that. So hands go back onto the foam roller. Standing up nice and tall, inhale. Step back with that right foot and then the left foot. The head goes in between. And now you try to straighten those legs as you reach that lower back up to the ceiling. Your feet press apart too. Your feet can press apart on that mat. Notice how the third set feels a little bit easier. There's much more opening in that upper back, lower back, hips. Lift up the kneecaps a bit. And then slowly you're going to raise that upper back, the head kind of curling, the foam roller comes towards you. And then you just step forward into that nice standing mountain pose. Arms down alongside of you. Beautiful. All right. Let's come to the back of our mat with our foam roller right at our hips. So I'm going to have the foam roller at my hips, and I'm just going to do some nice little roll downs with the foam roller rolling down the front of my legs. So it's inhale, exhale, chin to chest, and let the foam roller roll down, chin to chest, chin to chest. It's okay to have your knees bent. Pause a moment at the bottom. Foam roller might release for a second. Put your hands on top of the foam roller. Let the head drop all the way down. All the way down. And now you're going to inhale at the bottom and start to roll up on your exhale. So inhale, exhaling, rolling up. Foam roller is right on your legs. Fingertips are rolling the foam roller. Last thing to come up is the head. All right, second set. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Tuck that belly back. Tuck it back. We're rolling the foam roller right in front of the shins. And then slowly just drop that head down. Maybe the hands come onto the mat. Maybe the knees are bent. Maybe they're straight. Pausing there. Shaking the head a little bit. Yes. No. Breathing into it. And we're going to roll back up. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Press those feet into the mat as you roll up. Press, 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 press. Neck is chin to chest, and then slowly I'm going to lift my chin. All right, last set. This one we're going to roll out where our hands are going to be on the roller. So we're just doing kind of an elephant downward dog. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Tuck that belly. And the foam roller comes down to the mat, and you want to roll it out slightly. Stretch those hands on top of that foam roller.
See if you can have your hips pushing back over your heels. The hips push back over the heels, and you have this nice little elephant position with your body, or a capital A is what it is supposed to sort of look like. You can roll your palms over that foam roller if that feels good to you. I'm breathing, pausing, breathing. Beautiful. And that head is looking in between the knees, and now slowly the foam roller comes towards you on the feet, and inhale, exhaling, rolling up. Really using both legs equally as you roll up, standing up nice and tall. Whew. Beautiful. Okay. We're gonna do that again, and we're gonna roll on out. So we're in standing. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Tuck that belly back. Foam roller comes down to the mat. We roll it out. And we're in our nice little elephant downward dog. Maybe you go a little bit further. Roll back and forth on those palms. You find that beautiful stretch. I can feel it in my armpits, the outside of my arms. I can feel it in my calf. Beautiful. And then I'm going to look, and I'm going to bend my knees, and I'm just going to come down into a squatting position. If that's available to you, roll the foam roller closer to you. And you're, see if you can come up with your head and chest into a nice little squat. You can have your fingertips on the foam roller where you sit up tall with your chest. And then we're gonna roll it out and come to our knees. So you're sitting back on your heels, nice and tall. And if you need a blanket behind your knees to sit on your heels, go ahead and grab that. Or we're gonna do some child's pose rolling out. So your fingertips are on the foam roller, and you're just gonna roll on out into child's pose. And then roll back. Think about your spine articulating up to nice, tall, seated child's pose. And then you're gonna roll back out, fingertips rolling on. And just pause a moment in that nice little long child's pose. The wrists are on top of the foam roller. The head is nice and long. You don't have to dump the head down. And now when you exhale, you're curling and you're really articulating one vertebrae at a time as you come to that seated position, coming up, sitting tall. Beautiful. Yeah, put that cushion underneath your legs. There you go. And we're gonna do 2 more. So we'll do 4 straight forward, and then we're gonna do them to the right and to the left. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, roll on out. Pause. Inhale. Exhale, roll back. Use the abdominals to roll back. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, roll out. This is our last one going forward. Inhale. Exhale, rolling back. Beautiful. I'm going to take the foam roller and I'm going to take it towards my right side, right knee. It's at an angle. So I'm going to inhale. No. Just keep your legs where they are and turn the foam roller to the right. Yeah, there you go. Do you have enough room? Move over off of your mat, facing me. There you go.
And then inhale. Exhale, foam roll out.
Pause there. Notice the stretch on the left side of your body. Armpit all the way down to the left toe. Inhale. Exhale, roll back.
3 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll out.
Inhale. Exhale, roll back.
2 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll out.
Inhale. Exhale, roll back.
Last one. Inhale. Exhale, roll out.
And then roll that back on your exhale.
Beautiful. Foam roller comes in front of you for a second, pausing there, and then over to the left side. My fingertips are on my foam roller. I'm trying to sit up tall. Inhaling. Exhaling, rolling out.
Pausing. My head kind of drops into that right arm a bit. And then roll back. Use the abdominals.
Sitting up tall. Inhale. Exhale, roll out.
Inhale. Exhaling, rolling back.
And exhale, roll out.
And come on back.
Last one, inhale. Exhaling.
And exhale.
Nice. All right. Let's come to where we are going to have the foam roller in the center of our mat, and we're going to come to where we're going to be laying on the foam roller. Our spine will be connected, tailbone at the very end. And so you're sitting on your foam roller. Very end. And your feet are in front of you, and if you can have your hands out in front, that's great. This is challenging. This is probably level 3 for kind of Pilates foam roller, but just see what you can do. We're going to inhale, and you're going to roll down 1 vertebra at a time down onto the foam roller. So inhale. Exhale, tilt the hips and start to roll down 1 vertebra at a time. Be nice and steady. And you should be close to being down to your foam roller. Make sure your head is on the foam roller, your butt is on the foam roller. If you need to adjust, go ahead and make sure your spine is completely supported. Also, the head is supported. My hands are on either side. I've got little spider fingers, so I've got my fingertips onto the floor, and I'm just going to roll side to side, back and forth, massaging either side of the spinal cord, loosening up the fascia, the nerve, the area that's, I always get a little crunchy stuff in between my shoulders. And it just feels really good to roll side to side, back and forth. You can exaggerate and go a little deeper down to the butt area, turning your hip to the left and to the right. Oh, this feels so good. Woo. All right, come back to center. Your spine is connected onto the foam roller. You're in the middle of your mat. And we're just going to raise our arms up to the ceiling. The palms are going to face each other. Now reach the fingertips up to the ceiling, press the feet into the mat,
Your lower back is connected, and then release and squeeze the foam roller with your shoulder blades. The arms are still up. You're squeezing you're trying to like have your shoulder blades squeeze around that foam roller, and then reach up again. And then draw the shoulder blades and squeeze that foam roller, squeeze, and then reach up again. We'll do 4. Inhaling and then exhaling, squeezing that foam roller. And last set, inhale and exhale, squeeze. Oh, that feels so good. All right, and then release. And now we're going to do some lovely little bookends, is what we call them. So you're going to draw your hands up into cactus. Elbows are bent, palms face to the ceiling, but your elbows are just extension from your cactus extension, palms. Yep, beautiful. And now draw the elbow and the hand together right in front of you. Touch right in front of you. Beautiful. Elbows and palms touch. This is bookends. And now we're going to open them back up. And then inhale, exhale, squeeze together the palm and the elbow. Inhale, open up. And squeeze. As you exhale, inhale, open up 3. Exhale, close. Last one, open up and close. Exhaling. Feet are nice and firmly into the mat, and then release. And the hands go down on either side, and you can roll it out a little bit if that feels good to you. You can drop your head to the left or to the right on the foam roller. All right, back to center. And now we're going to do a little marching with the arms. So you're going to take both arms to the ceiling again, palms face each other. Relax the shoulders down. And we're going to take that right hand, and it's going to be nice and long towards the right hip. The left arm is beyond your ear. So you're stretching the fingertips away from you. Tailbone is connected. Ribs are connected, and then release and switch. Left hand goes to the left hip, right arm reaches above the head in that nice, this is called marching arms. So switch again. We're going to find a nice little cadence rhythm here and switch again, cadence, and just switch again. Use your abdominal to keep yourself really steady on your foam roller. No moving of the foam roller. The only thing that's moving are these arms. Pause a second when you get that long extension, and then switch the arms and reach, pause, and switch the arms. Reach, pause. We have 4 more. Really pressing the feet into the mat, lengthening that spine, feeling long and strong. Woo! 2 more. Here we go. And last one. Beautiful. Arms come back up to the center and then bring them down to the mat. And now we're going to do just a little bit of Pilates, a little bit of ab work. So you're going to draw the right knee up to tabletop. Hands are down on the mat, making sure you're nice and steady. Right leg is to tabletop. Left leg comes up to tabletop. The knees and ankles can touch each other. You're in a 90-degree with the legs. 90-degree with the legs. You're going to tap that right toe down to the mat. Keep it in the 90-degree, and then draw it back up using abdominals. No movement of the foam roller. Left toe taps down and draws back up. Use abdominals to draw back up. Right toe taps down and use abdominals. Stay out of the neck. Left toe and draw back up. Right toe and draw back up. Left toe and draw back up. 3 more each side, right, come on back up, left, come on back up, right side, back up, left side, back up. Nice and easy and slow. Last one, right one, and draw back up, and left toe taps down, and draw back up. Can you draw your knees into your chest? Just pause here a moment. Knees into chest, flex the feet, and then point the toes. Flex the feet and point the toes. And now can you draw your feet directly up to the ceiling? Both legs up to the ceiling. Toes are pointed, legs are nice and long. Toes are pointed, legs are long. Beautiful. Can you draw the right leg down just about 90? Doesn't have to go all the way down, and then draw it back up. Left leg draws down and bring it back up with the abdominals. Right leg draws down and draw it back up. Left leg draws down and bring it back up. Neck nice and long. Right leg and draw back up. Left leg and draw back up. 2 more each side. Right side and draw back up. Left side and draw back up. If you feel it in the lower back, don't draw the leg down so far. And then left side. Draw back up, and now bend the knees into the chest. Pause a moment here. Relax, relax. A lot of strengthening, front and back side. Beautiful. And now right leg draws up to the ceiling, left leg draws up to the ceiling. Can you open up your legs to a deep V? Turn the toes towards the floor, flex the heels towards the ceiling. You're in a nice little deep V, balancing. And now draw the heels together. We'll just do 4. Open up with the toes and draw the heels together. Open up and draw together. We have 1 more. Open up and draw the heels together. Bend the knees in, put the right foot down, and then the left foot down. Woo, a lot of work there in the abdominal and hip flexors, rolling on that foam roller back and forth. Good stuff. So I just rolled it out, and now I'm going to take my hand, my right hand, underneath my head. I'm going to take the head and bring it to the outside of that foam roller. So I'm actually looking towards the left. My head is hanging off the foam roller, nice and gentle and easy. And I'm just trying to relax there and let that left shoulder, fingertips, left shoulder, left arm kind of draw down towards my left heel. I'm just working on a little bit of neck flexibility. You can roll your head a little bit back and forth. Just be super cautious and gentle. I'm just rolling like my ear, the side of my left side of my head. And now I'm going to take my right hand to put it underneath the head, lift the head back up onto the foam roller. Woo, I can feel that whole opening on my left neck. I'm going to take my left hand, put it underneath my right, underneath my head, and then I'm going to shift my head to the left side of my foam roller, and I'm looking to the right. You can release your hand if you want to, or hold it up there. And now I'm just kind of rolling again, my head looking to the right, and then rolling, looking to the left. Bringing that right shoulder down, reaching the right arm towards the right heel, finding some nice opening here on this right side of my neck. Whew. You don't even have to move. You can just stay in static and find that stretch and that release. I can turn my palm up and then turn my palm down, and I can feel that in my neck the right side of my neck. And then I'm gonna take that left hand underneath the head, put it back onto the foam roller. I feel like I just gained another inch length in my neck area. And now I'm just going to slide off of my foam roller, either way, left or right, and then move the foam roller to the side, and then extend your legs out onto the mat, arms nice and gentle alongside of you, and just kind of take a moment to map your body from the head, the shoulders, the arms, which touching the mat. It feels like I'm sinking in a hole in my mat, like everything is going the reverse of the way my body feels when when I haven't rolled out my back. I can feel my scapula, my hip bones on the mat, my butt, my little bit of my hamstring, kind of somewhat of the back of my knee, my calf, my heels. I'm going to reach my arms above my head, point those toes, go for that beautiful stretch, like your morning stretch that we do maybe in the bed, and we reach and reach and lengthen and lengthen. Beautiful. And then release, turning to the right side. And we're going to grab our foam roller, and we're going to do some nice little work on our upper back. So the foam roller goes behind the back, and your feet are, your knees are bent. And you're just going to have your arms kind of on the foam roller, but then you're going to take your hands behind your head. The thumbs draw down the neck, and you're just like, it's like a nice little cradle in there. Don't want you to hug hard. I just want you to let your head kind of relax into your clasped fingertips. And now we're just going to lift our bum up a little bit into a light little low bridge, and you roll forward so that that foam roller comes all the way to the top of the scapula, and then roll so that it comes down below your scapula, the points of the scapula. Roll forward. We're just doing short little rolls, and then we'll get to the full extension, and then roll to that thoracic T12, roll to the top of the shoulders. Maybe your head touches a little bit, and then roll back. That feels good. And then roll forward. You've got to use glutes and abdominal strength here. And then roll back. And then last one to the tops of the shoulders. And then roll back. I'm going to put my butt back down, and I'm just going to grab my behind my knees and pull myself up a little bit. I've got to bring the roller a little bit further down, because now we're going to extend the legs out on, and your upper back is going to be, the shoulders will be on the foam roller. So again, and the hands will be behind the head, clasped nice and easy. And you're going to lift your bum off the mat, and you're going to roll forward, which all the way to the top of the shoulders. And then we're going to roll all the way down the spine. And I'm going to look at my toes, and I'm going to have that, my toes are up, legs are extended, and then roll back. Use your heels. And come on to the tops of the shoulders, and then roll out all the way. And then roll back. Here's our third set. We're going to do 4. And roll back, squeeze those glutes, lengthen, and come on back. We have one more. This is challenging work. It's bridge work, glutes, hams. We're also rolling out that spine, and then we come on back. And then we put that bum down onto the mat. And you can come on up for a second. If that feels good, you can extend the legs out in front, reach the arms up and fold forward. Nice flat back when you fold forward. And then if you want to roll that lower back, you're more than welcome to, or you can keep it flat. Finding that nice stretch forward after we lengthen that spinal cord on that foam roller. That felt so good. All right, now we're going to work some shoulder and arm. So I'm going to turn slightly to the left, and I'm going to take my left arm, and it's going to be over the foam roller, and I'm going to turn all the way onto my left hip, and this right arm, so my left knee will be bent, the right knee will be bent, left knee is bent onto the mat. Left arm is reaching towards the floor, on the floor. Right arm is up, and you're just going to roll over so that your face kind of touches the foam roller. And then you're going to roll back and open up all the way on your foam roller if that's available to you. You can hold your head up if that's too heavy. And then reach that right arm all the way over. And then open up. My back is laying on the top of the foam roller. And I'm rolling over. This is third set. And opening up. And coming back. And then last one, number 4. And rolling over. Ah, that's good. And if you want to do a little bit of foam rolling underneath that armpit, you're more than welcome to. I'm just kind of laying here on the side and I'm rolling the foam roller right underneath. Doesn't feel too bad. I bet you my right side is bad though. All right, I'm going to come on up and we're going to do that same thing on the right side. So I'm going to switch. You guys can stay where you are. And I've got my right armpit over the foam roller. My knees are stacked. And I'm reaching that left arm up to the ceiling and I'm reaching all the way over towards the right hand. Pausing, looking, maybe my face is on the foam roller. And now I'm going to open up that left arm nice and wide and reach all the way over. Yeah, I can feel the right side more than the left. And now I'm going to reach back. Rolling over the top of that foam roller. Inhaling, opening up. Number 2. Oh. And then come on back. And we're doing 4. So here is 3. And coming back. And 4. And coming back. And then if you want to, you can kind of roll underneath that armpit back and forth if that feels good. You can, oh, I just took my right hand and put it underneath my head and that turned my arm to where that fascia is super tight on the back side of my arm, my shoulder.
right in that connection where the ball and socket joint is. Ugh, it's tight. Ooh. All right, beautiful. And now come on up, and we're just got a couple more things to do. Let's see if we can do yeah, we have about 10 more minutes, so I'm going to, we'll do a little ankle and ankle and shin work, and then we'll do some planks. So we're gonna come where you're kind of in the middle to the back half of your yoga mat. Your foam roller is parallel. You're gonna step over with the knees so that your feet are hanging off the back of that, hanging off the foam roller. Your knees are on the floor and you're just sitting up and you're sitting on your heels and your feet are over that foam roller. So I want you to think about flexing the feet and the top of them try to touch the foam roller. So my back of my feet, I'm pointing them now, and now I'm gonna flex them so that they try to touch the foam roller. So my feet are pointed here, and then you're flexing them underneath. Okay, so you're pointing them, and then you're flexing them, and then pointing them and flexing them. You're just getting the foam roller on the top of the foot to sort of massage and open up that fascia on the top of the foot also. Beautiful. All right, now in this position, we're going to come down to our hands on the mat. I'm going to come back to where I'm balancing on right below my knees on the foam roller. Okay, so in this position, you want to roll forward in front of those shins and then back. You're going to roll forward and back. You're just using your abdominals. Roll forward and back, forward and back. Pause a moment. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, pausing right here. I'm going to put my hands a little further in front of me on my mat so that I can go into a nice long plank. So I'm going to roll forward, and then I'm going to roll all the way so that I'm in a nice little plank. Roll forward, and then out to a plank. Roll forward 3, out to a plank, and 4, out to a plank. 2 more, 5, out to a plank, and 6, out to a plank, and then come on down, knees onto the mat. If it feels good, open up those knees to a V and do a nice little child's pose. Come off of those hands. Put your hands in prayer. Above, behind the head, elbows are bent. Pause a moment. Beautiful, and then release. And we're just going to do, I think one last thing. I kind of want to do a mermaid. We have a couple more minutes. So mermaid is where your legs, left leg will be bent towards the mat. You're sitting sideways on your mat. Right leg is bent where the right foot is at the back of the mat. Left foot is bent in the front, right one is bent towards the back. Foam roller is on your left side. You're looking forward, your hand is out to the side. You're trying to get both hips down to the mat. That's hard, that's hard. Left hand is on the foam roller. You're going to reach out for that beautiful stretch. Right arm comes over And now right arm comes back up and you roll back up using obliques. Inhale, roll out. Exhale, roll back up. 4 more. Inhale out. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale, roll back up, oblique work. 2 more. And back up. Last one, stay out here. Twist, both hands go onto the foam roller. Reach out a little more for that beautiful stretch. Roll back. Left hand on, right arm off, twist back up and come on back up. Switch the legs. Right leg forward, left leg back. Foam roller on the right side. Mermaid stretches. These are good exercise. Left arm is out to the side. You're sitting up nice and tall. Right hand on the foam roller. Reach out. Extend left arm over the head. And then reach big rainbow. Come on back up. Reach out 2. And exhale to come on back up. Nice and big. Reach out 3. Exhale. And 4. And back up. Here's 5. And back up. Last one. We're going to stay out. 6. Twist. Reach the arms out a little more. Pause right there. Roll back slightly. Twist back. And then reach that left arm back up. And here we are. Last little bit of exercise or foam roller. Foam roller, it's not exercise. That was an exercise. Come to where you're laying down and your foam roller is right underneath your head. So you're laying down on your foam roller with the head. Knees can be bent or legs can be extended. Whatever feels good to you. Woo! I'm going to look down at my toes so my chin goes towards my chest. And I'm going to look up nice and slow at the ceiling. And I'm going to try to reach that chin up as high as it'll go. And then slowly roll the chin towards the chest, nice and easy. And then roll the chin towards the ceiling with the eyeballs. It's all connected. And then just pause a moment there. And now roll the head over to the right side. Try to look down the length of the foam roller with your eyeballs. Slowly roll the head back to center. You're gazing up at the ceiling. And now slowly roll over to the left side. Look down the length of the foam roller. Shoulders are relaxed, legs are relaxed. Pausing there. And now slowly with your eyes and your chin, roll the head back to center. And now take that foam roller out from underneath your head. Put your head down to the mat. Pause here a moment. And just feel the length of your whole body, the strength, the work that you did today in the foam roller class, 60-minute foam roller class with the Graceful Yogi. I'm going to turn to my right side, pause a moment in the fetal position. Knees are stacked, arms are stacked, or you can stay in the Shavasana pose if you want to. I'm just going to close the class, come up to seated position. Legs crossed in front. Thank you so much for joining me today in the Foam Roller Saturday class. I hope you enjoyed it. Look on my website, sign up, get your reminder. so that you can be consistent in your practice. Namaste.